Hello everybody, I'm Sifu Lawrence Hill. Welcome to Systems Within Systems. You can reach me on systemswithinsystems.com, and that will take you to all the other sites, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, where you can watch these videos. I just recently put out a bunch of videos where I'm talking and speaking about how to deal with stress and whatnot. And I also mentioned that we talk a little bit about how to bring the breathing and whatnot into the Tai Chi. In the videos, I'm sitting there and I'm talking. A lot of those videos you should just turn on, just listen to it audio. Don't have to watch it. Just absorb what's going on there when you're making coffee and whatnot. But if you want to sit down and watch, that's fine as well. So we talk about the breathing and bringing it into the Tai Chi. Now, right now, all of you are learning the Tai Chi. I'd like you to finish the first chapter before you really start experimenting with this. But you can also experiment in every movement that you're doing the dishes, walking from one part of the house to the other, going into your car, driving. You can start putting these practices into play as well. In the breathing, I talked about hearing the breath. So as you're breathing through your Tai Chi and you're moving through your Tai Chi or just working around, you want to hear your breath. So as you begin with your Tai Chi, you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose if you can. If you can't breathe in and out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth, or through your mouth, depending on what's going on with your nostrils, right? I usually try to breathe in and out through my nose. And I listen to my breath. So I hear my breath breathing in and out. So if I'm breathing out so you can hear it, doing that so you can hear. So this is what I'm hearing in my head. My breathing stays at this motion, like in, out, right? I try not to speed up my breath or any moves like this here. I just keep it steady. And I hear it as I'm going through the movement. That's the first stage of actually meditation with motion and movement in the Tai Chi. And the other thing I talked about was the many voices and emotional content that gets attached to those voices. And here you don't want to attach any emotions to the voice. You just want to let the voice move through you. So if a squirrel runs by you, if your cat is doing something, if you got to pay a bill, if you're worried about work or phone calls you have to make or the bills or whatever it's going in, just let that move through you. Try not to attach an emotion to the thought. It's good practice to let all the voices that are inside you, all the noise that is going on in your brain to flow as you're doing the Tai Chi. So you concentrate on your breath and say, oh, the cat just walked by me, and you start thinking, or you start going into some type of fantasy, or you start having a conversation with an individual at work that you want to straighten something out. Don't lock in or attach an emotion to it. Let it just flow. Let the voices go and bring yourself always back to the breathing, right, that you're coming into. It's a good way to start the practice. You could start those practices, just getting up, walking from one position to the other position and being mindful. I like hallways. Hallways always lead to something. So always think of moving, the idea of having motion, just to get up and move someplace is a miracle. I want to get over here. I'm not rushing to get there. I'm just walking, I'm moving towards it, and I'm just like letting things go. So in the Tai Chi, you want to start practicing movement and motion and keep your breath going. We will get further into it as you finish the first chapter and bringing more of that breathing and meditation into the form. But right now, most of your concentration is just going to be trying to learn the moves and get them down. Once you finish this, or we get to this part where you finish the first chapter, then you can start practicing that along with the movement. Okay? All right, so next series now we're going to do is take you from where we left off on the Tai Chi and take you a little bit further through the first chapter.